Are you in alignment with the energy of the universe? Yeah, you. What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is our podcast. I'm Alex with the Whole Health Collective, and this is Bridget with 5G Health. And today we're going to be talking about how you can get yourself and your energy to be in alignment with the energy of the universe and how much smoother your life will go if you stay on that path.
Yeah. So, talking about alignment, what is it, and how can we use it to our advantage to help us take our life in the direction that we want it to go? My whole life, I know growing up, I had that victim mentality. I lived in the victim consciousness, that thinking that life was happening to me and that I had nothing to do with any of it, and that if this person, that person, and this place and that place didn't do this and that, like I would be okay. And so I lived with this mindset of victim consciousness. And it's really like finding a way out of your victim mindset into a place of empowerment where you know that you actually play a role in how your life is going and what direction it's going. And yes, it can be shocking to like face that, but also it's very empowering, because then it means that I have somewhat of control and I have like somewhat of a choice and what I get and which direction I'm going to.
Right. And I always have to remind myself I have more power than I think that I have. And that's both a good and a bad thing. Because like you said, it is empowering, to be strong and to know that you have the right to make decisions, any decision you want to make. That's your right, that's your choice. What are you going to choose though?
Right.
And how do you know what to choose?
Well,
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. One place that I started, which I would encourage anyone who's like interested in the topic, and I'm sure everyone has heard like the law of attraction. It's like a trending term nowadays, but like it is actually one of the laws of the universe. Is the law of attraction. Yeah,
it's a law.
Yes, it's a law.
It's not like a rule. It's just this. It's the way it works.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
And it always works, and it's always working, no matter what. So I would suggest anyone that is looking to learn more about it to read the book, The Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks, and that's where I started. And that book blew my mind and changed the course of my life completely.
It changes your programming and the way that you think.
Yes.
When you read something like that.
Really
I didn't read the book, but I was meeting with a manifestation coach who taught me about the laws of attraction, or the law of attraction, and he referenced that book, actually. Yeah.
Did he? That's so awesome. Yeah, Abraham Hicks. I mean, so the story goes, Abraham Hicks pretty much channels like higher intelligence somewhere from not Earth, and there's no one can really know what it's from, but she gets information, downloads, and basically channels like a different being from a higher place in the universe, and gives her and her husband all this information. And it's basically saying that, there's a lot to be said, but
you're good, bro. We're talking about Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction and how she gets downloads from somewhere from energy.
Right.
We don't know what it's called, but then she was able to spread the information. Yeah.
And hold seminars. She still does all over the place. So just you can YouTube Abraham Hicks and like listen to some of her her stuff, and it makes so much sense to me. That's what I started doing. I started listening to her YouTubes every day. Every day I would play like 10-15 minutes of Abraham Hicks. I read that book. She also has another book, The Four Agreements. But
are you sure it's not a dude?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Her name is Esther Hicks, but Abraham is the being that she channels, and the information in that book is just so incredible.
I need to pick that up.
Literally, it's just basically her main teaching is getting into alignment. So finding alignment first and foremost, that should be the most important thing in your life, is getting into alignment. And what is alignment? It is feeling good. So like, no matter what, and you can know if you're out of alignment, and you can know if you're heading downstream or the wrong way based on how you're feeling. So say I wake up on a day and I don't meditate, I don't pray, I don't set any intentions, I'm unconscious.
Autopilot.
Yeah, I'm unconscious on autopilot, and I'm walking around just like a sleepy, my life can go in any direction. Then next thing you know, I hit a deer, I hit a deer.
Right.
Then I'm, late to work, and then the person at work is mean to me. It's like, that is indicators where my energy is, and it
Red
is not
flag,
in
red
alignment.
flag, red flag.
Right, yeah. So the way you can take some control back, as she teaches, meditating. So meditating 15 minutes a day, and you don't have to, like, the only goal in this meditation is to get to a place where you can at least silence everything for like 20 seconds tops, and like that 5 seconds of like peace, and where you hear nothing, no thoughts, no nothing. That's that alignment. And so she just teaches to like get back in alignment to everything, and you can know where you're at based on how you're feeling.
Right. Mm-hmm. And being in touch with your feelings. I mean, up until, now, I'm 31, so it took this long. I never knew how I was feeling. Like, if I was angry, I never knew that it was, like, probably that I was upset, sad, or scared. I don't know. So I think that being in tune with the way that you're feeling is super important. But when you're feeling good, like, some people do dangerous stuff when they're feeling good. Like, there's like a genuine feeling good, and then like a menace feeling good. Like, I've had like the menace good that ends bad,
Yes.
But the genuine good, the genuine authentic me, when that's in alignment, I'm talking to random strangers. People are telling me their life stories.
Right.
I'm making money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Everything is good in the world. I feel
Exactly.
light. I feel like, and even if the shoe does drop at some point, when I'm in alignment, I'm like, I can handle this. Every problem has a solution. I'm more solution focused.
Right.
When I'm not in alignment, I'm more problem focused, which the law of attraction tells you, when you focus on the problem, you're going to get more of the problem. The universe doesn't know yes and like no. It just knows blanket statements. Mm-hmm. So if you're focusing on the problem, you're going to get more problems. And how do we get out of that? Meditation, figuring out how to be your authentic you. What are your morals? Like, what is the stuff that drives you? Incorporate more of that.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Like, but embody and get in touch with something that makes you feel good.
Right.
Yeah, the universe.
Like, for me, I was saying it's the creativity. For you, it's like exercising. It's different for everybody. And like I said, like, I want to get to exercise as much, like, I want to incorporate that in there.
Run that program.
Gotta run that program. But yeah, it's tough getting it. Yeah. It's tough getting it programmed.
Yeah. So basically, it took me a
Also,
long.
I'm broke as a joke, so there's no gym membership right now.
No, you're not broke. Money is coming.
Yeah. See.
There you go.
Yeah, and then get someone who can check you. Mm-hmm. Money's already here. Then you have to start thinking of that. Like, whenever, yeah. Not even worried about it now.
Exactly.
Thanks, bro.
Exactly.
Because you have to, it's like constantly checking yourself, because I'm programmed a certain way.
Right.
And, every day I'm trying to reprogram myself into being and thinking the way that is most comfortable with me, that makes me feel the best, and expecting the unexpected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the universe doesn't know. So the universe isn't biased. It isn't like, a punishment or anything. It just gives you more of what you want. And
what you desire the most.
It will,
make sure it's all clean.
It's only in what you want can be exactly what you really don't want, but it's what you're focused on. So if I'm focused on something that I don't want, but yet I'm thinking about it all the time, I'm broke, I can't pay my bills, it's
a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So even though I don't want to be broke, but yet I'm focused on being broke, the universe doesn't know the difference. So it's going to hand me more broke, right? So that's why it's important to check yourself with your thoughts, the way you talk, with the way you're thinking all day, because that's what you're going to manifest. It doesn't know the difference. So that's why Abraham Hicks teaches, like, at most, you, as much as you can, to build these bridges between the beliefs. So like you just did out loud, you said I'm broke, and then you built that bridge of like, but money is coming, you know. So it's like over and over and over in your head, out
creating
loud.
new connections.
Yes.
And neuroplasticity.
Yeah, because we are just a program of the past, and based on how we were raised, what our parents believed, we take on all of that, whether
What the
we know
schools
it
taught
or
us,
not.
what our teachers taught us.
Yes, all of that is in our belief systems up until now. And so once you become conscious and you know that we no longer are a victim, like I'm not living in victim consciousness anymore, I know that I have some control here. My work is to continue to clear up my energy, which means I need to clear up my thinking, I need to clear up the way I talk and way I show up, and I need to create something new and build these bridges of my old thinking. So when I am thinking or talking about things from my past, based on evidence from the past, I need to build new ones. What do I want in the future? So that's why they kind of talk about law of attraction being a little delusional, you know, but that's the way you have to be. You got to be delusional. You got it to be if you want something new, or else you will continue to create the same as what you always got.
Right.
And I'm in the middle of it, right? Like I'm in the middle of it. We're here doing that work with you. It's like,
right. And it's a never-ending work, because I mean, I hang out with my parents a lot. They're programmed differently, and maybe that works for them and their alignment. It does not work for me. Like, I need to keep myself in check when I'm around them. So I could be hanging out with Bridget and her kids and feeling like I'm super me, authentic, whatever. I go to my parents' house and something like derails me because their programming is bad. Remembering I have the power here. I know who I am. That's a program of the past, you know, and it's a constant check-in. Even though 75% of my day can be in alignment, this 25% might not be. It's not the end of the world. You just have to get back to it. Exactly. Put it back in the forefront of your mind, and when it's there, tap it in there. Yes. That's a good one. Yes. When you have a good thought, or like if you're feeling pretty or something, you're like, I'm pretty, I'm funny.
I'm funny, I'm pretty.
I'm funny, I'm pretty.
I love that. It's the truth, because listen, we're human beings. We are made. We were made to forget. Like we wake up on a daily basis, either forgetting or choosing to remember. So
choosing to forget.
Yeah, or we can just forget and just go in autopilot. But we can choose to remember, oh wow, actually I do have some control, and I can create, and I can build a new future, and I can be a new person. Or I can choose to just forget and just like go on with whatever my routine is for the day. But like that's the beauty of it. So there are going to be ups and downs and all arounds, but like one thing Abraham always talks about is like when you are out of alignment, riding that wave and knowing when you're down, there's no other way to go but to go back up. Yeah. So you know that it's coming. So it's like anger is a secondary emotion, which is a good one. What she says is like a breakthrough one, because when you're sad and depressed, you're stuck. You get angry and then you release that energy and you get it out. That's at least like going in another direction, and you're heading back up to like the positive emotions and stuff. So it's all about like checking in with yourself, and as much as you can remember throughout the day, like get back into alignment. Like, no, I don't want to think like that. No, I don't want to talk like that. Like I'm going to do what I know I want to do.
Oh, I have a story that I didn't even tell you. Okay, so you know that toxic relationship or whatever? Not toxic, but what were we talking about? Mine.
No, don't say that.
No, I know that I know, but that I feel like that was the context of that week, that hard week.
That 1 week.
That 1 week. Okay. So anyway, I was talking to her today. What were we talking about before this? Because
you said toxic relationship.
No. It's not even. It's not though.
It's not.
I know.
I don't think so at all.
I know. That's why I know.
You said I have a story
about what?
I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I remember now. It was about okay. Sorry. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Earth landed, Roger. Um, so so a problem of the past came up where basically I'm thinking 3 months into the future around her birthday time right now. This is me this morning, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 3 months away. I'm freaking out about it. I'm like not in the present moment at all. So I end up like being like, we have this conversation. I'm like, we get off the phone. She's upset. I'm like, I just want to be invited, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then I realize that this is all of my insecurity and fear from the past, which was a completely different situation for a plethora of reasons. Um, and I literally texted her. I took like 40 minutes. I showered. I like gathered myself. I'm like trying to figure out like what's really going on. I'm feeling a lot of fear. I don't really give a shit about the birthday at the end of the day. Like if I can make other plans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 3 months away. So I'm like thinking all this stuff. Like I'm having this crazy rabbit hole moment. So then I shower. I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not leaning into this old belief anymore. I'm actually gonna get my phone because I texted something pretty good. I thought I was like, it's old shit. I'm not leaning into that stuff anymore. That's literally all I said, and that was me getting myself back into alignment this morning.
Yeah.
That's the point of the story.
Good.
Not a great storyteller.
No,
sorry.
it is.
Took
like
a lot
it's a
to
good.
get that out.
It's a good point because it's like basically you realize that you are bringing in past situations into the present when they don't exist yet. They don't. They only exist here in the mind.
But also, I don't even. Like my most genuine self, like I don't even see it playing out that way.
Right.
So it really.
What was the point?
What was the point?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it was old programming,
Mm-hmm.
and last year around her birthday, we both were going through a really hard time and like really, really big life changes. Like she was engaged to somebody, like had just like she sold her dream home. Like it was just like a lot of shit was going on.
Right.
It's just a completely different situation now.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing, and that's what you want.
And I refuse to recreate that.
There you go. So you chose to let it go. Yeah, because all we have is this moment. All we have is the present moment. Whereas humans like to mess it up is projecting to the future or just bringing up the past. We love to bring up the past. Like we talk about the past all the time. I know I do. Mm-hmm. And that's something I'm trying to break as a habit. And I feel like I've done a lot better at it because it doesn't exist anymore. And like, and you can, so I feel like you can definitely reference the past when you need it for like a present time moment. So
a learning moment.
Yeah. So like you learn from the past that, okay, if I touch this hot stove, I'm going to get burned. That's something you need to remember. Right. But like, as far as any moment that you might get hurt or whatever, but other than that, it's all psychological. It's not real. It's just fear. And so like, we don't have to create the same as the past. We can create new. And that's the thing is most people don't realize they have that power over your life. Like I mean, it's amazing to remember, right? Mm-hmm. And to wake up on a daily basis and choose to remember. And you should have someone in your life, someone to hold you accountable, someone to remind you, right? Like I know I have a couple people in my life that will remind me, like, hey, what are you doing? You're manifesting something you don't want. You're planting bad seeds. Don't plant that seed. What seed do you want to plant? Mm-hmm. You know, those kinds of questions. Those are good. And based on how you're feeling, like really check in with yourself, like, and be honest. Like, I'm not feeling good. Like the other day I was not feeling good. Like I was not feeling good. And I was honest with that. And I did everything that I could to try and get me out of this feeling, and I couldn't break it. No meditation, barely even a walk, grounding my feet outside, taking a nap, taking a shower.
You pulled out all the stops.
Yeah, I did all of the things, and I just still wasn't feeling good. And I had no other choice but to sit with it, ride it out, get curious, ask myself a couple questions, and just let it pass, because it does. It passes, and then sooner than later, I was right back in alignment. And one thing, like this morning today, like I started my day teaching yoga, but on Friday mornings I practice with my class. So, and we did a hot class, 90 minutes.
105 degrees.
105 degrees, 90 minutes, hot yoga. If you don't know anything about hot yoga, Google, YouTube that. I mean, it's very challenging, and it's like mentally, physically, emotionally challenging. To be anywhere for 90 minutes and try and focus for 90 minutes is a really hard thing to do. So just the mental part of it is everything. But something about that, getting through that 90 minutes, almost torturing yourself. I always joke when I walk out, I'm like, the torture chamber. Like, we're literally torturing ourselves, but like something about pushing yourself and getting through that, and like bringing your attention back to the present moment over and over and over again. Because I'm telling you, if you're not in the present moment while you're in a hot 90 class, you're miserable. And if you check out of the class, it's done. You know what I mean? So it's like that practice of bringing your attention back in, moment by moment, breath by breath, posture by posture. That's a huge practice that can bring you into alignment. But when I walk out of those doors, no matter what happens in the class, because so many different things happen, like my mind, my emotions, I cry all the time, weirdly, in yoga. But when I walk out of that door, I have that feeling of like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Like, in that, if that's not alignment, I don't know what else is. So there's physical ways you can put yourself back into alignment. If you want to come get tortured, come on, get tortured. That's how I like it. So, yeah.
Yeah, tortured, walking outside barefoot. What else can you do to get into alignment? Just throwing out stuff. Writing.
Dancing.
Dancing, writing, singing.
Being goofy, acting, laughing.
Calling somebody that you respect.
Connecting.
Connecting.
Listening to somebody else. It's all about getting back into the present moment. So
doing something that you love to do. Playing music, if you like to play music.
That brings you joy. Yes. Yeah. Whatever brings you into this moment, into that energetic flow right here, right now, because no problem can exist in the present moment unless, say right here, right now. Like me and you got a lot of problems, right?
I got problems.
We got a lot of problems.
But
right
now,
here, right now,
that's actually facts, bro.
There's no problem.
I don't feel one problem. My phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Yes.
It's over there.
Yes.
My dog's here.
Exactly.
Here.
We're
nothing. Chilling. I feel like, I'm in alignment. I feel like this is what I am meant to be doing right now. And to be honest, we were supposed to record this like 4 hours ago. I took a nap on the couch for 2 hours. Like, I was like I walked in this house and I was
you were out of alignment.
I was like, I needed a nap. I was like, quick reset.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And it worked.
And and here we are.
All right. 23 minutes.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. It's Friday night. I hope that you guys have a great Friday. Next week is going to be a weird week. Well,
no, we're
going to try to do 2 podcasts. We're going to have a guest on for Wednesday, and that's going to be super cool. He's going to be talking about psychedelics, recovery, what's it like living in Mexico,
at a holistic retreat center.
Yeah. And also getting into and just what it was like in the culture. Super different, super cool, a bunch of different plant medicine stuff. But yeah, that'll be cool. Get into alignment. If you're not, hopefully this helped you kind of guide you back on track. If you're feeling down about your life, don't turn it around somehow, because you don't want to end up with the things that you're fearing happening.
Yeah. Realize that you're not a victim. You do have a choice, and no matter whether you want to see that or not, there's always a choice. There always is an action that you can take in order to get yourself into alignment, aka feeling good. Embody something that makes you feel good. Come back to the present moment, and then start again. Yeah, we're going to be here next week. We're going to just keep doing this. I hope you guys are liking this. If you do, could you like, share, comment, whatever. If you'd
Subscribe.
like to be on our show and interviewed, please reach out. I'm going to start reaching out to people. I think it's time we add some other people on here and stream them in. So thank you guys for listening. We'll see you again.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.